soft as a forgotten a cappella. You walk alone through the quiet street, listening to your echoing feet. Piano drifts in a velvet sigh, warm as a whispered broken why. Street lamps shimmer in trembling gold, telling stories the night once told. Your coat swings slow with every turn, carrying memories that still burn. The umbrella trembles in the rain, like a fragile shield for hidden pain. Black umbrella walls, tender and slow, turning shadows into a gentle glow. Let the night breathe deep and true, fold in his quiet arms around you. Black umbrella walls, soft and deep, where lonely hearts learn how to sleep. You stop beneath a flickering beam, caught between reality and dream. The pavement shimmers beneath your shoes, reflecting versions you'll never choose. A muted trumpet cries somewhere near, warm and aching, sharp and clear. Your breath curls light into the air, lingering like a broken prayer. Raindrops slide from umbrella's edge, tracing vows you once could pledge. You tilt your head to taste the rain, letting it soften your quiet pain. Walls through the night's forgotten hue, letting the darkness cradle you. Umbrella bends in the cold night wind, holding stories you never pinned. Piano drips like fallen thought, slow and heavy, gently raw. Shadows dance along the lane, moving softly with your strain. As the waltz dissolves into dawn, the weight inside feels less withdrawn. The umbrella closes with a sigh, watching the quiet night pass by.
Your footsteps echo through the narrow lane. Soft and hollow, soaked in rain. The neon flicker trembles on the wall, casting shadows that rise and fall. Blues guitar bends like a wounded sigh, touching the corners where sorrows lie. The alley smells of smoke and night, holding secrets out of sight. You draw a breath, slow and thin, feeling darkness settling. Water drips from rusty pipes, counting time in muted stripes. Alleyway echo blues, heavy and slow, following everywhere you go. Let the darkness hum its tune under the watch of a trembling moon. Alleyway echo blues, tender and deep, where forgotten memories wake from sleep. A cat slips past with a silent tread, eyes glowing gold in quiet dread. You lean against a weathered gate, letting the night recalibrate. Guitar hums warm against the cold, telling stories you never told. Your breath curls white and the shadows seem mixing with fragments of an old dream. The echo follows your every move, as if it has something to prove. A distant bar leaks muffled sound, barely touching the broken ground. Blues unfolding in the haze, tracing back your hidden days. Match strikes bright in your trembling hand, flame dancing small but grand. Smoke rises slow in silver rings, carrying half forgotten things. The alley hums in muted grace, drawing sorrow across your face. When the echo thins into the night, you step into the fading light. The blues remains in the alley's core, waiting for you once more. Your old suitcase waits beneath the chair, covered in dust and midnight air. Its faded straps hold stories tight, breathing slowly through the night. Piano hums in soft descent, warm as letters never sent. You kneel beside the weathered frame, tracing initials of your name. The latch clicks open with a sigh, releasing ghosts that never die. A scarf, a picture, a torn receipt, each one trembling at your feet. Old suitcase nocturne, tender and slow, where forgotten memories start to glow. Let the night unfold these pieces of you, soft and aching, quiet and true. Old suitcase nocturne, deep and blue, singing the past back into view. Photograph slips to the wooden floor, showing a smile you don't wear anymore. Saxophone floats from the window's crack, pulling lonely moments back. Your fingers brush a silver key, unlocking doors you fail to see. You breathe in dust with a trembling chest, holding the weight you once suppressed. A half-burned matchbook falls aside, marking a place you used to hide. The suitcase waits with open grace, reflecting sorrow on your face. Nocturne drifting in muted gold, telling stories soft and old. The lamplight flickers in amber tone, casting shadows you've outgrown. Piano whispers in fragile lines, running through your hidden confines. The suitcase hums with quiet hate, a piece of you didn't take. You close it slow with steady breath, binding life and quiet death. Still the nocturne lingers near, soft as memory, sharp as fear. Sharp as fear. Sharp as fear.
watching the city fall out of line. Windows flicker in scattered light. Stories breathing through the night. A saxophone moans 3 blocks away, dragging the blues into your sway. Smoke curls gentle from your lips, fading slow in broken drips. Down below, a siren hums. Life goes on in steady drums, but up here time forgets to move, as shadows soften and slowly prove that every quiet breath you take echoes choices you didn't make. Smoke on the fire escape, drifting in gray, carrying thoughts you can't convey. Let the night unwind your ache as the city dreams while you're awake. Smoke on the fire escape, soft and slow, tracing places you used to go. Your fingers tap the rusted rail, counting truths that always fail. A lone lamp glows on the distant street where forgotten footsteps used to meet. The wind slips past with a whispered plea, tugging lightly at your memory. A torn coat sleeve, a broken seam, pieces of an old daydream. The smoke grows thin as time rolls on, fading like someone long gone. Yet in its trail you almost see a version of who you hope to be. Blues rising in the silent air, soft as a half-remembered prayer. The metal creaks beneath your weight, holding stories only you narrate. Saxons note into the night, painting sorrow out of sight. When the final ember leaves your hand, you rise slowly where you stand. City sighs in muted blue, but the fire escape remembers you. Paper thin walls hum in the dark, carrying whispers soft and stark. Footsteps echo on the hallway floor, a life you don't know anymore. Piano notes drift through your room, filling shadows with quiet bloom. The night folds slow around your bed, gathering thoughts inside your head. A neighbor sighs through the fragile space, breathing sorrow you can almost trace. Rain taps gently on window glass, counting moments as they pass. Late night paper walls trembling and thin, letting the outside world seep in. Every sound trembles, a quiet truth. Every echo carries proof. Late night paper walls, tender and frail, holding stories too soft to tell. You light a match to calm your hands. Flame flickers like shifting sands. Its soft glow paints your weary face, revealing memories you can't erase. A radio hums from a distant room, warming shadows with fading bloom. You lean back slow against your chair, feeling the weight of midnight air. Paper walls quiver with lonely tune as clouds drift past a half-hid moon. A laugh spills faintly through the crack, haunting you with what you lack. Wire blues drifting in muted gold, secrets whispered soft and old. The match burns low between your fingers, a fading glow that briefly lingers. Paper trembles with the night's embrace, holding pieces you cannot face. When the last sound falls away, you close your eyes and let it stay. A quiet truth, the darkness calls beneath these late night paper walls. Raindrops slide down the window pane, tracing lines that spell your name. Your raincoat hangs by the open door, still dripping from the night before. Saxo's phone hums in a distant bar, floating softly from afar. Streetlight flickers in golden haze, echoing through your quiet gaze. Your hands press gently to the glass, feeling memories as they pass. Each drop whispers something true, carrying shadows back to you. Raincoat window blues, heavy and clear, drawing the past a little near. Let the rain fall soft and slow on all the things you used to know. Raincoat window blues, trembling deep, waking sorrow from its sleep. You watch a stranger cross the street, umbrella dancing to a silent beat. Their shadow bends beneath the rain, a brief reflection of your pain. The room behind you feels undone, dim and hollow, missing sun. A match sparks warm in your quiet hand, the flame too small to understand. Smoke curls upward, thin and slight, joining the rhythm of the night. Your reflection fades in the misty pain, blurring the edges of your name. Notes of blue in a muted tone, playing softly when you're alone. Rain taps steady like a fragile drum, calling memories one by one. You let your heartbeat match the sound, feeling the world spin slow around. When the raindrops thin and drift away, you pull your coat on, face the gray. Still the blues cling soft to you, a windowed shadow soaked in blue.
You lean over the balcony rail, watching the night breeze soft and pale. Below the street glows faint and wet, a stage for shadows you can't forget. Your cigarette burns a quiet line, drifting smoke and curves divine. A saxophone sighs from a window far, falling towards you like a dying star. Your heartbeat slows with every drag, as memories rise like a tattered flag. The wind carries whispers from the past, moments you thought would always last. Cigarette balcony reverie, slow and clear, where every thought leans close and near. Let the night reshape your view, painting old dreams back into you. Cigarette balcony reverie, aching deep, waking truths you meant to keep. Ash falls gently from your hand, like pieces of what you can't withstand. The city hums in muted tone, tongue-kerning you when you're alone. A couple laughs beneath the light, their warmth, the contrast to unite. You tilt your head toward the sky, watching clouds in slow reply. Your cigarette burns halfway through, glowing softly, tired like you. A distant record spins its sound, wrapping sorrow all around. Smoke rising in the quiet air, carrying thoughts you wouldn't share. The flame dims low with trembling grace, softly lighting your shadowed face. The balcony holds your quiet ache, a moment you can't quite shake. When the ember fades to silver dust, you breathe out slow, release the rust. Still the reverie lingers on, a fragile echo before dawn.
Random waltz, quite undiscreet. Dust floats slowly in amber air, tracing memories everywhere. A violin hums a trembling line, falling soft through borrowed time. Your hand glides gently down your side, swaying alone where ghosts reside. This empty room recalls your name, whispering low in muted flame. The shadows dance along the wall, echoing footsteps rise and fall. Sorrowed floorboard walls, tender and slow, spinning in places you used to know. Let the rhythm carry your ache gently through each silent break. Sorrowed floorboard walls, fragile and blue, turning the past back into you. Take a breath, the old room creaks as if it listens when no one speaks. Piano notes spill faint and thin, drawing circles deep within. A single candle flickers low, casting dreams you used to show. Your footsteps drift in steady sway, with memories you can't push away. This waltz was once a warm embrace, now just shadows take its place. The floorboards hum with quiet ache beneath each trembling move you made. Waltz of longing, soft soft and warm, dancing with pieces of the torn. The walls lean in with gentle care, holding the weight you used to bear. The violin sighs one final note, catching the tears in your throat. As the last chord melts from view, you stop where moonlight filters through. Still the walls remains inside, a sorrow you no longer hide.
Night fog drifts along the lane, soft as a whisper calling your name. You stand alone in the muted gray, watching the world fade far away. A distant trumpet bends in blue, flowing slow, reaching you. Your breath floats pale into the night, blurring softly in the light. Shadows ripple against the stone, telling tales you thought you'd outgrown. Street lamp flickers in trembling gold, illuminating things untold. Night fog memory drifting in deep, waking the pieces you tried to keep. Let the silence open a door to something you felt long before. A night fog memory, tender and cold, carrying stories you never told. Old. Your footsteps press through the settling mist, touching moments you almost missed. A figure passes, blurred and thin, pulling you back to where you've been. Piano murmurs through distant walls, echoing in forgotten halls. The fog clings close around your face, like a memory you can't replace. A chill runs slowly down your spine, tracing truths you thought were fine. You lift your gaze to the trembling light, searching for something lost tonight. Soft notes weaving through the gray, guiding thoughts you kept at bay. The fog curls ghost-like at your feet, matching your heartbeat's fragile beat. You close your eyes and breathe in slow, letting the past begin to glow. Echo you hold dear. You hold dear. Smoke rises gently from your trembling hand, curling through the night like something unplanned. Pavement glistens with the evening rain, a blurred mirror holding fragments of pain. A muted sax floats across the street, soft and heavy with a steady beat. Your shadow stretches long and thin, swaying softly in the city's din. You take a breath that shivers deep, letting echoes through your memory seep. Warm streetlights flicker in fragile glow, guiding your steps where only you know. Smoky pavement serenade, drifting slow, falling in the amber city glow. Let the night unfold around your stride, keeping your quiet secrets inside. Smoky pavement serenade, warm and deep, where lonely hearts and shadows meet. Rain gathers lightly on your coat's dark sleeve, telling stories you'll never quite leave. Electric piano hums in gentle rhyme, keeping rhythm with the passing time. You stop beneath an old cafe sign, its neon bending to a crooked line. A couple inside laughs soft and low, a warmth you once used to know. Smoke dances as the breeze cuts through, drawing a trembling shape of you. The night feels quieter than before, pressing softly on your core. Serenade sways in muted gray, moving with the steps you take away. Rain halos every passing car, turning headlights into a star. Sax bend slow in wounded grace, tracing sorrow across your face. Smoke curls upward from your lips, marking the moment as it slips. Time softens in a silver haze, smoothing out traces left by you. Serenade lingers in the drifting air, soft as a memory, warm as a prayer.
A wooden bench waits beneath the trees, still damp from the evening breeze. You sit alone with the fading light, watching shadows melt into night. Guitar hums softly beside your ear, warm and fragile, crystal clear. Leaves tremble with a whispered tone, telling stories of the unknown. Streetlights glow in golden blur, painting memories that still occur. Your hands fall quiet in your lap, holding things you can't unwrap. Wooden bench whisper, gentle and slow, singing truths only the midnight knows. Let the silence circle your heart, keeping every fragile part. Wooden bench whisper, tender and deep, where tired souls can finally sleep. Grazes your weary face, leaving behind a touch of grace. The trumpet sighs in distant blue, carrying echoes meant for you. You trace the raindrops on the sea, cold and soft beneath your feet. The world around you grows so still, letting your restless mind distill. Your breath floats slow in misty air, lingering like a quiet prayer. The branch above bends low and thin, dropping a leaf on the bench you're in. A whisper drifting through the trees, moving with the tender breeze. The bench holds stories lost in time, carved initials, forgotten rhyme. Guitar plucks memories in the dark, landing softly in the park. The wind brings sense of distant rain, easing a little of your pain. When you rise to leave the quiet place, shadows lift from your embrace, yet the whisper lingers in your chest. A wooden bench wishing you rest. lantern glows in the quiet street, flickering softly beneath your feet. Its golden halo trembles thin, inviting the silence to settle in. You stand beneath its fading beam, lost in a half-forgotten dream. Soft piano drips like evening rain, warm as comfort, cold as pain. Your breath floats slow in the cooling air, blending with whispers lingering there. The bass walks deep in gentle tone, holding your heart like it's not alone. Lantern silence melody, tender and low, swaying where the quiet shadows go. Let the stillness wrap around your mind, leaving every restless thought behind. Lantern silence melody, soft and deep, singing where forgotten moments sleep. The street is empty, the night is wide, yet something warm stands at your side. The gentle wind moves through the haze, brushing the edges of old days. Your hand rests lightly on the steel, feeling memories you didn't heal. The lantern flickers golden gray, marking time in its quiet way. Piano hums a trembling sigh, carrying truths you can't deny. Shadows drifting, looping grace, tracing lines across your face. Melody glows in amber light, holding you through the silent night. A fragile calm in the air tonight, wrapped in this dim and trembling light. Bass hums deep with steady ground, keeping you safe in its rounded sound. The lantern sways in a restless breeze, a quiet witness to moments like these, when the melody fades to a glowing end. The night becomes your only friend. You walk ahead in steady flow, carrying the lantern's tender glow.
seems to fade so slow, letting its quiet shadows go. A trembling breeze moves through the street, soft as a memory at your feet. Piano hums in a gentle line, calm as warm red vintage wine. Your silhouette blends with the amber light, dissolving softly into night. Saxophone sighs a wounded tone, calling out like a heart alone. The city exhales in muted gray, guiding you through the slipping day. The night fades softly, warm and deep, where tender thoughts and secrets sleep. Let the quiet cradle your mind, leaving restless hours behind. The night fades softly, slow and true, carrying one last string for you. A distant window dims its glow, marking where the moments go. Your breath drifts light into the air, hanging like a fragile prayer. Street lamps flicker in tighter grays, tracing shadows across your face. The world turns still in softened tone, a perfect place to be alone. Footsteps echo faint and thin, barely touching where you've been. The night wraps warm around your chest, as if urging you to rest, softly sinking into dawn, carrying every ache you've drawn. Sack dances slowly in fading gold, telling stories never told. Piano drips like morning light, falling gently from the night. The breeze grows quiet, calm and clear, a whispered ending drawing near. When the night falls into gray, its tender glow begins to sway. You walk ahead in peaceful flow, leaving behind the world you know. The night fades softly from your view,
and softly it lets go of you.